Good day, everyone. I hope everybody's doing good, doing fine. So, today I'm going to show you how to set up your access point and reserve its IP address like a static. It's for home users. But warning to non advanced users, please do not change any configuration of your router if you don't know what you're doing, please. Okay, so before that, let's talk about the usual home user setup, the typical setup at home. So from internet service provider, maybe it's at the AT&T or Comcast. In my case, I got Comcast and I had this XV7 multifunction device router. It also has AC Wi-Fi, which could transfer a gigabit connection wirelessly, depending on your device, of course, if it's compatible. So for the usual setup, home users, uh, they got one router and then they use it for everything, for phones, smartphones, tablets, maybe smart device, everything. And sometimes you're going to the backyard and you want to relax and browse from your phone or tablet. You got a very slow connection, unstable. Maybe on the front yard you got um, a garage door opener, a Wi-Fi. You have a doorbell, a Wi-Fi also. You got a Wi-Fi sprinkler. So this router, this wireless router, we're gonna get overload on that, and also you got a very low signal connection and slow internet speed. So what's the solution? The solution is a very reliable solution is to have an access point. Like for this example, I got a Netgear WAC104 access point and a TP-Link EAP225. Okay, so it's connected to the main router through cable, through Cat5e cable, gigabit connection, going to the family room, and the other one's going to the office. So I got a cable going to those separate places, location, to wired. All right. In this case, you could refer to the manufacturer's manual for the setup, for this AC Wi-Fi setup, for these two AP. All right. Let's say this Netgear WAC104. So you could find it on the manufacturer's website, like the Netgear. So from the internet, going to the modem, going to the router, and sometimes modem and router all together, like the one that I have, and then going to your access point. That's the usual setup. And then just follow all the procedure here. But on my case, so in my case, I'm gonna show you again. This one won't work because I'm using a switch. Like what I've said, if you have a connection straight to the from the main router and then the access point, you'll be fine just following the manufacturer's website procedure. But on my end, I got a switch. So those procedure won't work on my part, on my setup. Why? I'll show you later. Okay, so why do I have these two uh, switches? What's it used for? It's because this switch, which is located in the office, I connected a Roku with the wired Cat5e, the printer, Cat5e, Cat6 for WD cloud storage device, I got a Nintendo Switch, Cat 5e connection also. I got Cat 7 on my main PC, and then the access point, Cat 6 cable connected to the Switch, and then Wi-Fi going to the garage door opener, and then Wi-Fi connected to the sprinkler, then my smartphones, tablets. And, okay, on the other side, from my the main, which is located on the master bedroom's closet, going to the family room with the switch. It has 4 ports that I can use. The other one is connected to the main. So I have 4 slots free. So one is for the alarm system connected to the base with wired, and then all the sensors wireless. Then going to the smart TV and a PC, and then the access point. Then access point connected to the doorbell, to the wireless camera, and for your visitors. Okay, so that's my setup. Now let's go back to the tutorials. So in this tutorial, first you have to check the MAC address of your access point. It was located on the sticker of your device, usually on the bottom. Okay, so there's a sticker. Sometimes username and password, you can find it also from there, sticker, or their manual or manufacturer website. I'm talking about the default username and password. So that's for the Netgear, and this is for the TP-Link. You see the pictures right here. See, I've covered some of the information because you don't have to know the complete MAC ID of my devices for my security. Okay, so I'm showing you only the last 4 alphanumeric digits, alphanumeric combination of the last 4 of the MAC ID, right? So this one is CD14, CD14, and the other one was D348. Then make sure you're already connected to your main router, neither wired or wireless, and make sure you have internet. Just connect to your Wi-Fi router, the main one. On this one, make sure you're connected here. Okay, when you're following my the setup that I'm showing you, make sure you're connected here with the internet. Okay, then next, on your desktop, on start menu, right click and click run, or press the Windows logo plus R on your keyboard and type CMD. So like this, I'm gonna show you so that you see it visually. Okay, Windows R. Okay, and then type CMD, just command prompt. After you do that, look for the last 4 character digit, okay, of the MAC IP, like what I've said. Okay, so if you know your gateway's IP router, this is a gateway, this router. Okay, like for example, that one, the default is 10.0.0.1. Sometimes it's 168.192.1.196.192.0.1. You know, depends on your router or internet service provider. So next, when you type the CMD, you type ARP. This will gonna show up. You type this, okay, ARP-A. ARP space -A. This will show up. Remember, we check from the sticker, from the bottom of the sticker of each AP, the last four of the MAC ID. So this CD14 is for the Netgear WAC104, and this 210.0.0217 is for the D348, which is the TP-Link EAP225. Okay, so this is the only thing that you have to take note. All right. Then next, go to your browser, either Firefox, Internet Explorer, or Chrome, and type the IP address of your AP. Okay, that you just found in this. See, we found those. Now we know that this is the Netgear router, and this is the TP-Link. We know because of its MAC address, and we found their IP address by checking the MAC address, right? Okay, so these are both connected to your main router. So after that, go to your web browser, type this, this is for the Netgear, right? Let's do that. Okay. So that's gonna be the 10.0.0.105. See, you could access that right away. Then you have to take note of your username and password. I can show you mine. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the shortcut. Okay, I can show you all the information, but as you can see, it worked. When you type the IP address based on the MAC ID, so it will gonna show the login information, the credential. You have to input them. If it's not gonna work, if it will not work, this won't show up. This, okay, it will not gonna ask you anything. It will gonna show blank or error code, something like that. So in short, it's working. Just log in. When you log in, so on my example, okay, see, that's the one that I just, this is my username and password, and then this for the Netgear access point. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. So the next thing is to configure the SSID, the 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Set your SSID and password. Set your security options. So as of now, the most secure for security option for the wireless router access point is the WPA-PSK-AES. So use that. I'm gonna give you an example what the encryption is. Okay, for example, this. As you can see, you could read it from here. This is the for example your files on your computer, right? And then if you create a password, that's why when you're logged into your bank account, you have to create your username password so that it's gonna get encrypted. And if it's encrypted, even though it's got hacked, for example, they got your files. Since it was encrypted, they can't read it. It was that's the process of encryption, just for for just for a little bit explanation about encryption. Okay, so you got an idea. All right, so but it's not our topic for today, so let's move on. Okay, so now we log into the Netgear's page now to configure the SSID for 2.4 gig and the 5 gig. See, mine is I name it like that, so that I know the place I know where it is located. I know where's the location of this. I know this in the family room when I see these names. See this? And then set your security options. Like this is a very important, That's why we have encryption, and sometimes there are two-factor authentication. We're gonna talk about it later, but for right now, let's concentrate on setting up your access point. So then after you set up the security option, you create a password for your 2.4 gigahertz connection. Same thing as the 5 gigahertz. So if you enable it, it will broadcast this name. Okay, this name you're gonna see it when you want to connect on Wi-Fi. So I know that this name class is 5 gigahertz and the Kikai is 2.4. Okay, so that's how I determine in the naming convention sometimes. So after that, you're good to go. That's the only thing you're gonna set up. Remember, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. You need to configure both. Yeah, maybe somebody say, "Oh, I want to always connect to 5 gigahertz because it's see the speed is up to, it can transfer up to 867 megabits wirelessly." Yeah, that's correct. What if you're far away? You're gonna get disconnected because this AC Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz. It has a short range but wide. It has a wide. For example, it has a 10 lane roads. Do you see a 10 lane? Maybe 8. Okay, but it's short. For example, and this one, it has a very long road, but it has only like 4 lanes. But the difference is when you connect it to 2.4, if you're far away from the access point, possibility you can still get a signal, but not that fast. Okay, just giving you an idea. Okay, so the next thing, we're gonna set up the other router, and we know that the other router has a MAC ID ending in D348. Let's go back, just to show you, right? See that? We know that this is our router, D348. Okay. Alright, so the next thing is the same thing on Netgear. You have to go to wireless network. It will always depend on the interface of what model do you have. What type of model do you have? It will always depend. Or what's the manufacturer's website. Okay, next is to configure the access point SSID again. 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Mine is see, I name it again. You see, my naming convention is really weird. Well, I like Star Wars, as you can see here. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's what I prepare. But anyway, okay, so enable it again. There's a SSID broadcast, so you can see it. You could hide it, so that if you want. Just giving it. But again, whatever I'm doing here, just follow it if you're not an advanced user, alright? So enable it and you're good to go. Nothing will get messed. Hope so. Okay, so again, encryption, AES, the most secure, WPA2-PSK. It's up to you if you want to enable guest network. Okay, then for example, we're done. You already configured it. Then the next thing is, now that you have made the basic setup for your AP, okay, let's reserve that AP's IP so that it won't change and it will be a permanent IP assigned for your access point. So what I'm gonna do is log into your gateway. So this is the default IP address of your router. Sometimes it's 192.168.0, sometimes 10.0.10.0. 0, dash 1, etc. will depend on your internet service provider. But in this case, on my end, it's 10-0-0.1, which is from default gateway from Comcast. And let's do that right now. Okay. Go to your browser. I'm using Firefox, Mozilla, so 10.0.0.0.1. Okay, so here. Now it's working. I know it worked because it's asking me a username and password. Okay, let's say I already did. Because I can show you, right? Okay. So next thing you want to do is, right, see that? Type in. On the gateway front page, which is I'm going to show you, this is the front page. Okay? We're on the router right now, so be careful, please. This is the front page. So the pages of your internet service provider or your router settings interface, web interface, it will depend. Okay, it may vary. So since this is Comcast, it will look like this. Okay, for that router. Then click View Connected Device. In my protection again, I just covered some information about my connected device, and then after that, under connected device, find the MAC address of your access point. In this case, mine is CD14. This is for the Netgear WEAC 104. So that's that. So I already named mine. It's like that, and then PA, Netgear point access, and click the edit tab. Okay, go something like this. That's the second page when you click connect the device. I know this is the one that I'm looking for because I already named it, but sorry if it's not, the actual live, because I have to cover some of the information. Okay, so edit, click edit, and then this will go like this. You see the MAC ID here for the AP CD14, and then the IP that it gives when we type it to the command prompt is 10-0.0.105. So we know that this is the one that we're looking for. All you have to do from your main router is to reserve it. Reserve and then save. Okay, then we'll go something like this. So when you saved it, it's gonna be, the status will become reserved IP. So it's already reserved. It won't change anymore. That's gonna be permanent on your access point. So let's do the other one. Again, go to this is the prompt page of the web interface of Xfinity router. View connected device, and then go to edit. We're looking for the last 4 alphanumeric digit of the AP, like this one, D3-48. This is the TP-Link EAP 225. Okay, and then click edit. Then we'll go something like that. Yes, you see this IP address that was assigned for this access point. We're going to reserve it and then hit save, and we're done. So we're only serving the IP. We identified the access point through MAC ID and to the IP address that was assigned. It was assigned dynamically by the router when we connected our access point through wire, when it was connected wired. And now it has a 10-0-0.217, and right now we're reserving the IP address for this MAC ID, so it won't change. All right, so we're almost done. Then we have to test it, no? Okay, so log out from your router's web interface, try to connect to that SSID you've just created. Connect Wi-Fi from your phone. The 2.4 gigahertz is this one, so I already got connected, as you can see on my phone's screenshot. So it was connected with the password. Then the other one, see, it's also connected. All right, and that's how you configure your access point and reserve the IP address. So I hope everybody will follow it carefully, and if you have a question, you could ask me through comments. All right, so just stay safe, everybody, and peace.